Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Broken Sword 4, the Angel of Death. And Nico was back, although she's in the nun's outfit right now. And she just talked her way into getting a room key to a different room, so
Should I go upstairs?
we'll just a yes/no question here. This is a new interface we haven't seen before this point.
No surprise they were guarding my room. If they'd spotted me, I'd have been toast.
Maybe there's a back way to get in. Through the window.
Yeah. Wait here, Nico. I'll see if I can climb down to the third floor.
Alright. Call me if you need anything.
So George is now back and he's got all the inventory, so they're switching back and forth, which is an interesting question. When Nico was playing, I could call George. Now can I call Nico? No, I can't. Interesting. So I had predicted that if Nico showed up in this game at all, if Anna Maria wasn't just supposed to be the kind of a rude way to write the character out of the story because they're tired of changing voice actors, as which frankly they kind of obviously done. She sounds completely different.
Nice shower.
It practically screams the death of Anna Marie. It says that she's either going to die tragically. It may be that turn out that she turns out to be the bad girl, bad guy, whatever. And therefore she's probably going to get killed in the end like all the other bad guys in all the previous games. Although, I guess the Grandmaster of the Templars from the first game didn't get killed. Although we thought he did. He got killed. They brought him back. Might as well. We've got some working mirrors here. And more paintings of pictures of the scenes from the... I believe that was the second game. Yeah. Or at least it looks like the second game. Maybe this is an original painting, actually. And I'm just seeing things. Huh. And so we're in the room of, let's see, of the famous guy from the third game. But it's not like he's going to show up. I don't think he is. At least. But then again, I didn't think Nico was going to show up either. So out we go, I guess. Just jump. Boy, did that look.
Anna Maria and I were in room 304, a corner room. Must be that one there.
So, of course, the danger here would be to be spotted by somebody else. I guess we don't want to hit these curves, because if we did, we might slide all the way off. And then conveniently all of these have curtains in front of them. But the game is freaking out. Just let go. So everybody else has curtains. The problem now is we've got this guy looking out the window, so can we just click over here and dangle? Yes, we can. You know, compared to the previous game, at least they've kind of thought this out. His legs aren't wobbling as much either when he's hanging. Like, these scenes don't feel forced like in the Sleeping Dragon. In the Sleeping Dragon, you had all these action sequences that didn't connect to the gameplay at all, and it was just there to show off that they could do it. And there goes the music abruptly. They couldn't even fade it out. Music fading might have actually been technically beyond the possibility in 2006. I don't think so, but there's a small chance. There's something here. What does this say?
I better take that.
It's a rosary. So,
Anna Maria's rosary. On the back of the cross, it says Memento Mori.
So either she was kidnapped and the statue was taken, or she took the statue and left her rosary.
What's this? A credit card receipt.
Anything to report, officer?
No, sir. Nothing.
So I found the 2 items in this room, which has been
All right, I'll take over now.
pretty
But, sir,
consistent.
I've got my orders.
And I'm giving you new ones. Go. Ah, Mr. Stobbart. No, don't be alarmed.
Father Nicholas?
Your favorite priest, no less.
And cop too, or is this another disguise?
Cop? No. Somewhere within the panoply of Turkish military intelligence, yes.
Oh, so you're a spook. You want to tell me what's going on?
It's quite simple. When you flew into Istanbul, you triggered an alert. A mafia connection.
Ah.
Then, at top copy, you became a terrorist.
Uh-huh.
And finally, I realized you were just a treasure hunter.
You figured right.
A romantic profession. It appeals to my sense of drama.
Glad you
Interesting.
enjoyed the show.
So, anyhow, now you are free. Go, please. There will be no guards downstairs. No problem at the airport.
But what about Anna Maria? She's been kidnapped.
So dramatic, Mr. Stobbart. Kidnapped? Run off, more like. Or maybe found a new boyfriend. Who knows? You have found another pretty girl. So forget her.
No, it's not like that at all.
Go now, Mr. Stobbart. I cannot guarantee you free passage for long.
I'd take his offering and leave.
You made it!
Mevlut, or rather Father Nicholas, helped me out.
Really?
I'll tell you about it later. I found a credit card bill. I might be able to trace Anna Maria's address from this.
So let's look at the credit card receipt.
It's a credit card receipt from Leonardo da Vinci Airport signed by Anna Maria.
So, are we supposed to just go to the airport? Or is there something we missed here? The game is very consistent about having 2 items in every
Leaving
area.
now doesn't really make sense.
So I feel like I'm supposed to call somebody. Phone. Not the guard. We can now call Nico. Can we call Anna Marie?
The number you require is no longer available.
See, and we've been hearing that for a while, but it starts to make more sense. Let's call Virgil at the bail bonds.
Hey, Virgil, it's me. George, just the man. You paid that phone bill before you left?
Oh, no. I do believe I forgot.
So I just talked to Virgil, and that didn't do anything. Can we connect to anything? Credit RS, apparently. Alright, so we've got another... Hey, the good news is this one doesn't have anything I can crash into, so I can, suppose, make good use of everything there. Let's see. Down here. The trick is you have to go through all of them. So, what if we did this one and what if we saved ourselves a spot here and did this first and then did this? Question is, how many of these? See, now I just need one more mirror and I'm short one mirror. So what if we instead did this here? No, I don't think so. Pain behind. What if we did something like this first? No, that seems like that would just add an extra move for no reason. Could I perhaps see if you don't have them all set up, it kind of doesn't even, it doesn't penalize you, but it just doesn't work. Interesting. So this with, it's gotta be something like this. So start here and then move down to this one and then up to this one and see if I just let's see, how about that? And then up to that one, and then that one, and that one. This is a little bit more tough. What if we went here and then did something like that? What if we did something like this and this? Got it. Server's been hacked and the music goes off immediately instead of fading out. Address requested for Anna Maria Pressa. Downloading information. Anna Maria Pressa. Vehicle serves Smarta 128 Roma.
Anna Maria lives in Rome? Well, she never mentioned that.
Nico, I've got it. It's a Rome address. 128 Vicolo Serves Marite.
Wow, the expensive part of town. So let's go see if she's home.
So that pretty much confirms that she's...
Here we are. Vicolo Serves Marite.
She's rich.
How about
She's
that,
a rich
George?
hunter.
You've fallen for a girl
Treasure
who lives
hunter.
in the very heart of the most romantic city in the world.
Uh-huh.
Shame she never told you.
There's a cruel streak in you, Nico, that I never saw before.
Sounds like she might be a little jealous, which might be the right thing to fix this 3-game relationship. Let's take a look at Nico, though. So they've gone... I wish we could get the camera to zoom in on her a little bit. No way. Just stay here.
I've got a feeling there's something I still want to do.
And see, I don't feel like we're going to all these locations. This doesn't seem realistic. So we've got Nico now. Let's see if we can talk to her.
Nico, I still can't really believe we're back working together.
She's wearing high
Nico,
heels
can you give me a hand?
with...
What do you need, George?
Alright, so we've got Nico with brown hair for the first time in any of the games instead of this purplish hair style, which, okay, I assumed in the previous 3 games that the purple hair was just a style choice. And we have her in basically a tank top, and with probably larger bust size than what we've seen behind here. Midriff showing, full arm showing, tight jeans that stop at the ankles. I don't know what you would call that style. High cut jeans, and then sandal high heels. And the face, frankly, doesn't look very much like Nico either. Where George has changed a lot too, but he still is recognizable. From the previous 3 games, Nico always had kind of a dark color palette in her clothes. She always seemed to cover all of her arms up. She didn't go through very many outfits in the games at all. And if you exclude the Tomb Raider outfit in the previous game, the Broken Sword 3, the Sleeping Dragon, she's never worn anything but full-length pants. I think she wore bell-bottoms once. She's never shown a midriff, I don't think. So they've gone very different in the style of the character. Which it just feels out of character, frankly. That they even said in the first game that she specifically had wore high fashion French outfits to hide the fact that she was always poor as a starving news reporter. This doesn't seem like high fashion French outfits, although the shoes might be.
Just be careful around that car, please.
You sure love your car, huh?
This guy has purple
What a
hands.
shine.
Oh no, it's the car. From my favorite action film of all time, In Cold Blood, starring Lucy Chu.
Hey, I have a picture of her.
Yes, wow. It was driven by Lucy Chu in a scene which was kept back for the special DVD.
It must mean a lot to you.
If anything happened to it, I think I'd die. Or worse.
It's not even very iconic looking of a car. But it's sparkling, so that tells me I probably should get it dirty. Let's go look at this guy. It looks like a bum or a drunkard. And bright purple gloves.
Ugh, he smells like a brewery. No, worse, like a brewery bathroom. Interesting. The guy's been hypnotized by Nico's butt.
Yeah, I have to say this game is a little bit more mature than the ones before. I'm trying to go
Excuse me. No.
harder.
Excuse me.
Core, I guess.
I was wondering if you could help me. I'm George Stobbart.
Well, somebody has to be.
And you are?
The Right Honourable the Viscount Lonsdale. But you can call me Lord Lonsdale. Or my lord. Or just Lonsdale.
He actually is
Or
looking at her behind.
Whatever pulls your goat. Hey, what?
So let's show him our golf club.
What do you make of this?
It's monstrous. What is it?
It's an extendable golf club.
Extendable? Well, what on earth for?
So it fits in your pocket.
Why, if you don't mind my saying so, old boy, you need to get out more.
Let's ask about him, I guess.
If I'm not mistaken, you're British.
Very astute of you, young Gary. Quite the bright spot for a Yank.
Well, I did excel in most of my classes, except cookery.
She just clipped through him.
Excellent. Of course, I never went to school. No need. Lonsdale's got all they need up top at birth.
Alright, so how'd he end up on the street? He's probably going to tell some silly story that he's doing this for fun and pretending to be a bum when he's really rich.
So why are you in Rome, Archie?
It's a long story, Gregory.
It's George.
So it is. Anyhow, a few years back, I was doing my party trick on the streets of Paris. Uncle Archie, the juggling clown. Lovable, lovely, lovely Archie. Then, one day...
What happened?
Oh, Jimmy 2 Feet, that's what happened. Caught me with the proverbials down and...
And?
Blackmailed me. Then he blackballed me. Never got over it. Destroyed my very soul.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he was going to say he was the clown that we messed up in, I believe, the first game. Because there was a clown in Paris that we messed up his juggling or something and got him to leave because he was in the way.
So, are you a real Viscount?
148th in line to the throne of England, I think.
Royalty, no less. I'm honored.
So you should be, Giles Meowmaka.
Let's ask him about Mark's car.
What do you know about Mark's car?
Of course, we didn't
Gets
know his
more
name was
attention
Mark.
than I've had hot women. Or is that dinners? If anything happens to it, the poor chap falls apart, comes to pieces. Tiny, tiny pieces.
Let's see if we can pick up this bread.
I say, Jimmy, I may be drunk, but I can still see you in a blurry sort of way. Now leave my bread alone.
So
But
we
it looks
see
so
pigeons, and we need the
Stealing
bread.
from a trap. Have you no
We get the
shame?
bread, we feed the pigeons, and the pigeons poop on the car. That would be my guess. Let's try the intercom.
Let's try the button.
Pronto?
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend. She's blonde, about 5'10", and goes by the name of Anna Maria.
You're in the wrong part of town for that kind of thing. Try near the river.
Okay. So are we supposed to try all of these? I guess.
Let's try the button.
Yes?
Excuse me, I'm trying to find a lady.
Well, try somewhere else, you pervert.
I guess it's true. Romans can be a little offhand with visitors.
Let's look at the plant.
A fine native Italian shrub.
What does this say?
128 Vicolo Serve Smerite. This is it. The address on the credit card receipt. Anna Maria lives in this building, and so do some answers.
So can we just walk in?
Can I help at all?
No, I'm fine. Just trying to get inside.
Well, here's a little hint. Keys?
Oh, yeah. What kind of idiot am I, huh?
I
Oh,
wonder,
there we see.
what kind are you?
We see Nicole yawning. At the very least, a yawn animation as she's standing and walking around everywhere is more natural than what she was doing in the previous game, which was stretching her entire body and arms upward. Try this one.
Let's try the button.
Yes?
Excuse me. I have a friend I'm trying to trace.
And who might that be?
Her name is Anna Maria. She lives around here?
Blonde hair? Green eyes?
Yes.
Nice parte posteriore?
Possibly.
Ha! Never seen her before in my life.
But
Strange that 3 out of 3 buzzers would
Where should I go?
turn out to be female. You'd think it would be a little bit closer to
I've got a feeling
50-50.
there's something I still want to do.
Alright. Let's see. That's kind of hiding a loading screen. The map. is for some reason. I don't know why. It should just immediately go away if we're not moving.
Excuse me.
Hello there.
I'm George Stobbart. 2 B's, 2 T's.
The name's Mark. Brother Mark. Apartment 07.
Why
License
do
to
you
sweep,
have
huh?
purple gloves?
Very good. Yes, that's me to a T.
Something of a movie fan, are you?
Nothing I like more than watching an action hero in action.
Yep, those guys perform miracles, don't they?
Miracles.
Oh, well, you know.
So, what can I do for you?
So, let's show them the golf club.
What do you think of this, huh?
Very clever.
I invented it. It's telescopic.
Clearly. I see you're a fan of the bimatrix shaft.
Hey, now you're talking my language.
Let's ask them about himself.
So, what do you do, Mark?
I'm a priest. At least I'm going to be. I'm a trainee. A novice.
I thought you looked too young to be a priest.
Well, thanks. You don't look so bad yourself.
Is he
Nice
hitting on
guy.
him?
Really friendly. So, what made you want to become a priest?
That's a personal question, George. And I hardly know you.
Secretive, huh?
You're not gonna
Sense.
get.
Next thing I know, you might be trying to steal the secrets of the church.
So the church has secrets, huh?
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. He's not gonna get very far in the Catholic religion. If he's hitting on guys. Let's ask about Anne Maria's apartment.
I wonder if you can help us. We're looking for an apartment. 128 Vicolo Serve Smerite, number 8.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? It's right there. And I'm next door to number 8 myself. Indeed, I know the lady who owns it. Do you mind me asking what your business with her might be?
Oh, we're renting the place from her. All the hotels are booked up.
I see. Of course, with Il Papa's ecumenical service only days away, that's hardly surprising, is it?
Yep, that old ecumenical service sure is as popular as ever.
And yet, this is his first.
We knew that. We knew that. That's why we're here. Il Papa's first. Go, Papa.
He
Well,
doesn't even
enjoy your
know
stay. And don't you worry.
Il Papa means
I'll
the
be keeping
Pope.
a sharp eye out on you.
Alright. So I guess we'll continue asking about Anna Maria.
So tell me, your neighbor, Anna Maria, you know her quite well, do you?
Oh yes, very pleasant girl. Not that I see much of her.
How do you mean?
She's never home for long. Bit of a jet setter, if you ask me.
Any idea what she does?
I might and I might not. And if I did, I'm not sure I'd tell all and sundry.
Oh.
Let's just keep asking questions.
So, you're into conspiracy theories, huh?
Big Brother is always watching.
As they used to say at the monastery.
Where'd you get that
No,
piece of
I don't
information?
recall anyone ever saying that. What I mean is, people are often not who they say they are. Take that tramp, for instance.
Well, he sure smells the part.
Smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors.
A priest with trust issues. Interesting.
Let's ask for the key.
The main door to the apartment block is locked. I don't suppose you have a key, do you?
I do, but I don't lend it out.
Maybe you have a spare?
I do, but I'm not going to tell you where it is.
Let's ask about Archie Lonsdale.
So what's the deal with Archie over there?
Lecherous old miser. Of course, that could be just a cover.
For what?
He could be working for MI5 or 6. Or the agency. The world's full of spies, you know.
You think so?
Open your eyes to the interweb, my friend, and find out what's really happening in the world.
Aha! Well, maybe I'm a spy.
I hardly think so. But look at Archie, a panther, poised for action. He's got the 3,000-yard stare.
I think that's the 3,000 proof stare.
Never trust a man who only washes once a year.
Let's ask about action films.
So what other movies do you like?
Oh, Fly Hard, Bad Lads, The Bold Complacency. But there's still not a
Okay, so
patch
those
on
are
In
all
Cold
fake.
Blood.
So why
Fake
become a
names of
priest?
movies.
I abhor violence.
Of course.
I don't really see a conflict there. You can abhor real world violence and enjoy it in fiction. Let's ask about In Cold Blood.
What's so special about In Cold Blood?
Oh, it's a high-octane ride into an awesome world of kitsch.
Sounds amazing.
It is, and possibly one of the most accurate depictions of undercover work ever.
So let's ask about actress Lucy Chu, which I assume is supposed to be Lucy Liu.
I can't believe a man of the cloth has a thing for an actress like Lucy Chu.
She's strong, George. A woman to aspire to.
Uh-huh.
She
What's
knows
kind
her
of
own
funny
mind
is
and takes
Nico
no
kind of
nonsense
looks
from men.
like her.
Respect.
There's God, and then there's Lucy Chu.
But wasn't she in that dodgy French movie, The Housemaid's Knee? And didn't she...
Despise the sin, George, not the sinner.
So let's give this to him.
Mark, I've got a little something I know you're gonna like.
Why, George, aren't you the dark horse?
What? Yeah, anyway. I have here a photograph of Lucy Chu.
Oh, George, it's heavenly. I'm aching with jealousy. Oh, quickly, Lord, forgive me.
I wouldn't bank on it, Mark.
So, photograph with Nico, maybe?
That won't work here.
Let's just try and give the photograph to him.
Hi, Mark. Can you spare a minute?
For you, George, anytime.
That's not quite right.
Let's ask him about the rosary. He probably knows
Hi,
more.
Mark. Can you spare a minute?
For you, George, anytime.
That's not such a good idea.
So, unless we were supposed to use this with this and sign it. Let's go ahead and talk to Nico.
Hey, Nico, can you give me a hand?
What do you need, George?
I need you to distract the moldy bread first.
You see Archie's moldy bread?
Yes, George.
Could you get it for me?
I'm not stealing food from a tramp.
Darn
If you
it.
want it so bad, get it yourself.
Okay, only asking.
Let's ask him about Brother Mark. Ask her about Brother Mark.
Brother Mark's really friendly, isn't he?
Only to you, George. I think you have a new friend.
Well, I guess I'm just a lovable kind of guy.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Last time I take you on a surprise vacation.
Let's ask about Mark's car.
Have you seen Mark's Pride and Joy?
I'd rather have the Trabi from Prague.
Yeah. Hey, remember that guard?
Oh, thanks. I can still taste the garlic.
That was a long time ago, huh, Nico?
Yep. So what about the car?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's got cult status.
For what? Being the worst car in the world?
Well, he doesn't think so.
Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
So what's funny is she just referenced kissing the guard in the previous game, but you only triggered that cutscene where she would kiss the guard at the castle to let you sneak in after you failed to sneak in 4 times or 3 times, which means when I played the game I didn't see that
The
cutscene,
tramp over
and it
there
makes no
believes
sense.
He's a viscount.
Oh, yes? He's had one bottle too many.
I think he passed that stage around 40 years ago.
Let's see. So, something apparently happened in the previous game canonically that didn't actually happen in the gameplay, and that's a problem with any storyline you're going to have in a game, is that you just need to either not reference things that might not happen or make things always happen. That certainly becomes even a bigger problem later down in the years when they start making games that have good endings and bad endings, and you have to decide whether the good ending or the bad ending is the canonical ending for the sequel that you inevitably end up making. So, anywho, we didn't feel like we did too much this recording, but we are now 7.5 hours in, and I think we're closer to the ending than it feels like, but boy, does it feel like it's been a long journey. I would have probably wanted to shorten the Anna Maria portion of the gameplay. You could definitely have taken out that whole main escape section at the beginning and just cut that down to a brief thing, and then we would have run immediately into the hotel puzzles and then the meat factory puzzles, and then if we sped up that section in particular, because I didn't really enjoy those puzzles very much. I did slightly better enjoy the puzzles under the palace, but they were very much crammed in the same location, in one tiny location, and but they were better. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.